Hey guys, JB here, fast in the corners, and today I'm actually sitting here with something that's quite fast in a straight line. It's a 2.2 litre diesel Honda Civic. Picked this up for 1500 quid. This is the wife's new daily. It's got a couple of jobs needing done on it. Mainly it's got a clicking at the front driver's side here. I think it's the top mounts on the shock, so I've got new ones here, new springs and that to go on while I'm there. A couple bits to work on. The bonnet's looking quite flat. We've got some polishing compound on it already there. Someone's already started this. This headlight looks suspiciously new compared to this one. And for some weird reason, these are xenons. You can tell by the washer there. Both the high beam and the headlight are both just pointed at the ground, doing absolutely nothing. So, and this one's really discoloured, looking awful blue. It's completely different colour temperature to the other one. So I've got a new bulb to go in there. I've already started working here. Drop links are giving me grief. So I'm going to get my drop link removal tool out in a second and take care of that. I've already started loosening the bolts there for the shock absorber yesterday, so we're going to get this off. It's actually been replaced already. It's not OEM, you can tell by the top. Threads are like really clean on it. It's been replaced before, but it must have been a long time ago now. Look at the condition of it. So that's this side. The other side looks like it's OEM. So that's going to have been on there a long time. So this one's come off pretty well, except for the drop links. So I don't know what the other side will hold. So we've got these blacks are needing cleaned up. This cap has been, that's like a Honda wrinkle red B series rocker cover. Nice. This is the EX model, so we've got the sat nav over here. Nice spec. No heated seats. That's where it would go. Just there. That'd be where the buttons are. Got our drop links sitting there. But it's really nice condition inside and out. Nice cloth seats. We don't want that hot leather in winter, do we? Oh, we've got the dual climate there as well. So she does. All these plastics are pretty faded, needing a bit of a going over with some silicone. Hopefully that'll bring them back. Car had new discs and pads all round just before I got it, but the previous owner, but you can see here there's not a lick of grease has been used anywhere. So let me know in the comments if you use grease. I had a guy in work saying that he said a lot of people don't use it and say you don't need it, but when I got this car, the offside front was squealing like a bitch, and some grease sorted that out. So yeah, faded plastics. And in about 2010, when they facelifted this, they actually came with colour-coded plastics. I actually worked for a Honda body shop at the time when they came out. OEM polka dot mirrors, that's standard. You can see here I've already had to strip most of the car down to get into this top mount here. I'm going to show you me bringing all that back, get it good clean and get it looking good. First I'm going to sort out these springs and shocks today, and I'm quite pressed for time, so I won't talk about it too much. I need to get this car ready for a long trip to Ireland from Scotland on Tuesday. Today's Sunday and I'm working tomorrow, so I need to press on. So first things first, need to open the toolbox. Mobile tool shed, here we go. Here's my, this is the Mark 1 drop link removal tool. We'll get a cutting disc on there. Safety first, guys and girls. There's nothing funny about scalding metal shavings in your eyelids, so get this on. These are great. I got these from the RAF. Free! Got it! Oh, there we go. Easiest drop link removal imaginable. Bonus points for shaving off part of your anti-roll bar. Just saving weight. Oh, that's awkward. You know, the good thing about buying a car you know quite a lot about is, well, you know what to do. So I actually used to be I was an apprentice panel beater on a Honda body shop when these were fairly new. So I've taken these apart quite often, not mechanical wise, but the likes of this trim here, really to get this scuttle panel off, you need to start by taking this panel off. I managed to get it off without doing that, but I'll probably need to take it off to put it back on because it's quite awkward to get in. But to get this panel off here, you need this panel off. To get this panel off, you need this panel off. And to get this panel off, you need this panel off. So they're easy to know when you know, I guess. The other good thing about this car, it's quick. 2.2 diesel, I think it's about 250 foot-pound of torque. It's brilliant. So you're just sitting at 70 mile an hour in 6th gear, and wanting to get past something, you just tickle the accelerator and you're sitting at 80. I love it. I want one of these for myself now. This is the wife's. I think I might buy another one. Oh, should remove this clip first. You know, I just bought this the other week, and now a ratchet is for peasants. Okay. Oh yeah. So I feel like this top mount might be my issue. It's looking pretty bad there anyway. And even if it's not, well, we may as well replace it anyway because we do want to keep this car. Spring looks absolutely fine, but I've got a brand new one to go on as well, so that's just going to go on too. While we're here, I only want to do it once. Let's get the old Amazon spring compressors on. Too much. Way too much. There we go. Happy days. There's supposed to be bearings in there. Old and new parts for comparison. So this is our new top mount. Same size, good. A little bit different by design. guess that wants to be sideways. I feel like there's a bit missing. This does not feel right. That's collapsed, hasn't it? This one doesn't come apart, this comes off. I know this, right, so... Yeah, so maybe this part probably wasn't meant to separate. Yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. Okay. We found the problem, guys. Found the problem, guys. Okay, I feel pretty good about replacing this now. You raise me up. So just double check we have the right side, because this car has hardware on the shock absorber. It has the drop line and the bolt for the holds the brake hose on it. Nice new nut. I'm gonna nut. Seat the spring. Right, let's try and get these off. Oh, wow, that was a nightmare. Nuts, bolts. Oh, yes. Easy. I don't know if I told you guys, but I'm not a mechanic. I am not trained. Do not copy anything that I do. Sounds good. Sounds factory. Apply some bronze paint to your bolts. That helps them come back out when you realise you've done it wrong. Or when your cheap eBay parts fail. Because that will happen. If you guys have spotted anything I've done catastrophically wrong, drop it in the comments. I'll probably be too late though, because I'll probably be on the side of the motorway. Oi. Go in, please go in. Please go in. Lovely. Lovely, jubbly. Okay, next get your torque wrench. Set it to 120 Newton meters. Oh, didn't like that. Oh, that bolt's starting to round a little bit. We'll just tighten that up carefully. Yes, torqued. So I shouldn't really have impacted that bottom one. There were signs that it had slipped a little bit before. That was a bit of a mistake. So that will now never come off again. Good to know. Good to know. Bolt on this brake hose, we're about good. Well, this China shock absorber kind of wants me to tap my own hole for the brake hose. Great. Why are my tools so far away? She's through. She's through. Cool. Put an extra bit of grease on that. So much thread exposed, and it was a real pain to come off the last time. Right. Well, I'm just going to get the wheel back on this rig, then take it for a quick test drive and see if that's fixed the noise. So let's get the wheel on, I'll take you with me. Now there is one thing I won't buzz on, folks, and that's wheel nuts. Do not want to stretch the stud. Oh no. Can't believe I've just done this, guys. I forgot to put a new drop leg on, didn't I? I'm an idiot. Well, good thing no one was about to see that, like the 30 people who view this on YouTube. But we better put this little guy on. Well, that's one side done. I'm going to take it a quick spin because this was the problem side. It was clicking when you turned, just dry steering here, so I'll check these top bolts again and then I'll take it a quick spin. All seems well. No noises. She's still cold, so I won't give her the big boost. Let's hear a little spool. Woohoo! Ah, I love driving this. You forget what it's like to drive a turbo car. That's sounding good. There was also a metal click when I went over a hard bump on the motorway. I'm guessing it was that bearing just absolutely falling apart. This is good. Right, with that being done, I'm going to crack on to the other side since time's tight. So we'll resume this when I'm polishing up this front end. So some days things just go too well. Things are going too well and you know something's going to go wrong. So do you remember 5 minutes ago when I said don't buzz up your wheel nuts? Well, got round to the passenger side and someone's attacked it with a buzz gun before, so let's show you what happened then. So here's where my day went from pretty good to pretty shit. This guy, pretty sure all of these are stretched. What was happening was I was just tightening it with the breaker bar and it just kept getting, it just wouldn't tighten. It was just, it just kept turning and turning and then one snapped on me. And of course I would choose a Sunday to do this, so no breakers yards are open today. So I guess this is a job for tomorrow morning now before I go to work for night shift. Great. So next morning's here. I'm working tonight, night shift, and I've spent the morning rolling around the scrapyard only to go to a dealer and come out with these. So there we go. So I'm going to fire these on, get the wheel back on and get it ready. New studs are on. Look nice. Forgot to mention it earlier, this has got some chalk pen on it, near side Civic, so clearly that's been changed before off a scrapper. Things going as they would when you're in a rush. Made a bit of an arse of it. So caught my CV boot twice with a hammer, and I do not have time to get that changed since I'm leaving tomorrow, so by chance I had some rubber repair stuff that I actually bought for my roof of my MX-5. Placed that on there in a desperate attempt to get it to seal for a week in Ireland. So I guess I'll update you on that one. If you're ever changing a headlight bulb on one of these, on a diesel model anyway, Honda made it extremely tight, but then thought to make this expansion bottle removable really easily. to help you get in, and once you've got that out of the way, it actually gives you lots of room. So how I did that is, it's just this side's just seated in here. You've got a quick release clip at the back here. Take off the overflow for the expansion tank. It's just this little hose here, it will just sit here. On top of this, you've also got the washer filler that just pops out like so, and you've got a plastic dipstick which is just located in the corner here. Do that and your life will be a lot easier. Well, it's been so long since I started this video that I forgot what it's even about at this point. Something to do with this, but I'm out here in County Leitrim in Ireland, or a town called Ruskay, staying at this beautiful holiday home here. Some water behind us with lots of koi carp in it. But I need to show you what's going on with this Civic here. If anything, this video is becoming a testament to this stuff here, because this CV boot is still holding and I can't quite believe it. Let's get a look at it. Oh. Look at that. She's as dry as you like. You should be able to see there, innit? The dark black is my repair, and looking at the inside of the wheel is dry, spotless. I did have a bit of a scare the night before I was leaving. I got the car back from having its wheel alignment done, which was only in the next town, and the inside of the wheel was dripping with grease. Bit of a panic, didn't really know what I was going to do. I was leaving at 5 AM the next morning to go on the ferry to Ireland here. So I decided to clean it up again, cleaned it down with brake cleaner, cleaned all the grease off, and found that actually what had happened is the areas that had sealed were still dry, and I'd actually missed a nick. So last minute, last ditch hope, I got this stuff out again and sealed it up, and it's supposed to take 12 hours to cure. I wasn't going to get 12 hours to cure this, so already I was on to a bad start. I didn't have a good feeling about the drive down to the ferry in the morning, but at 5 AM we got out, had a quick look at it, looked okay, torqued the wheel back up and proceeded to head down to the ferry. Now, the first time I was going to get a chance to check it was at the ferry, which was 2 hours away, so before I've even had a look at the wheel or the CV joint, it's been 2 hours since we've left. So it was quite a tense drive down. I couldn't relax. I felt I was just worried about that CV boot going and ruining our whole holiday actually. But unbelievably, it's held, it stayed dry. I'll show you how many miles we've done on the car already, because we're about pretty much done the holiday now. We're about to head back to Scotland in 2 days. So I'll show you the kilometres we've got on it, or the miles. I said kilometres because we've changed it back to K there for Irish speed limits. They're all in kilometres per hour, but we'll hit our handy button here. There we go. So far we've done 525 miles. 525 miles on that boot. I mean, that just baffles me. So here's a look at it. This is a handy thing to carry with you. Carry some of this, a bit of brake cleaner and a rag, and this will sort you out if you burst a boot on the motorway or on a trip. So I got this on Amazon, like I said earlier, for my MX-5 roof, and it seems to be for repairing inflatables. So it's strong stuff, but yeah, honestly I did not expect it to be this strong. Well, I'm going to end that video here. Just made it back from Ireland and the joint failed, so it's burst. So I'm going to leave tidying this up for another day, so that'll be another video. But thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.